തക്കാളി വെണ്ടയ്ക്ക മുരിങ്ങയ്ക്ക വെള്ളരിക്ക ഉള്ളി പരിപ്പു ചേർന്ന സാമ്പാറാ ഇത് സാമ്പാറാ.
Hi, welcome to Flavors of Food. Today we are going to make sambar served usually with rice for the lunch and dinner, and also with breakfast, the popular breakfast idli and dosha. And it's made of basically lentils and a few of the vegetables that we have at home. So let's take a look at the ingredients, what we need. Okay, so this is half cup of tur dal, which is lentil, which is washed and soaked for almost 45 minutes today because I had the time to soak it, so I soaked it. If you don't have time, you can soak it for 20 minutes in hot water because lentils usually take a lot of time to get cooked. That's why we soak it in water so that it gets easier and faster. And this is how it looks as dry. This is a dry lentil, tur dal, or also called as pigeon pea. Basically this was originated in south of India and it's all over the world now, and people use a lot of lentils because it's very high in carbohydrates and proteins, which the combination is really good. The carbohydrate protein content is very good in this, so that's why a lot of people use it nowadays. It's widely available in all the stores now, the yellowish orange dal, pigeon pea. If you do not have this, you can also use this one. Red dal is also called masoor dal. This is the main thing, but if you don't find it, you can also use this. And lentils, you know, it comes in different colors like yellow and orange and black. So this is tur dal, which has been soaked for almost 45 minutes, if not at least 20 minutes. So this is one chayote or chow chow, which is commonly available in the vegetable store. It comes usually under the melon category, I would say, because it's full of water. And then I've taken one onion. You can take red, yellow or white onion, doesn't matter. One bell pepper. I've taken the green one today. You can use the green or yellow or red pepper, doesn't matter. So one pepper I have used. One tomato, which is medium sized tomato. One potato. 2 carrots I have. So these are the vegetables that I have used for the sambar, because usually sambar is basically a lentil plus some vegetables. So I've taken half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 to 2 tablespoon of red chili powder. Here I've taken today 1.5 tablespoon of red chili powder. You can use it according to your spice level, depending on the spice of the red chili powder that you have. Usually it depends on the category. So I have taken 1.5 tablespoons of red chili powder and a few curry leaves, which gives a good flavor for the curry. So that's what I'm going to put in with the vegetables and cook with it. So this is coriander seeds, which is 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, or cilantro seeds also. This falls under the category of cilantro. This is the seeds from cilantro, so coriander seeds. And fenugreek seeds, which is also falls under the category of methi seeds also, you call it, so fenugreek seeds. And then few curry leaves. We're going to dry roast these 3 ingredients and make it a powder, which gives the very good flavor for the sambar. If you have sambar powder available at your home, you can use this, but I usually make this at home because it's really good flavor it gives when you make it at home than you buy from the store-bought sambar powder. So I like to make it at home, which is pretty easy. Just roast it and grind it. So this is these are the 3 ingredients for sambar powder. These are the ingredients for seasoning. I have half a teaspoon of mustard powder, few curry leaves and 2 dry red chili. You can have any kind of any variety of red chili, doesn't matter, it's just for seasoning. So half a teaspoon of mustard, few curry leaves and 2 dry chilies. And I'm going to use tamarind paste, 1/4 to half a teaspoon of tamarind paste, depending on how sour you want your sambar to be. Usually I add half teaspoon of tamarind paste. If If you do not have the tamarind paste, if you just have the raw tamarind, this is the seedless tamarind that you get at store. You can take a small marble size of tamarind, soak it in hot water for 10-15 minutes and make the pulp out of it and get that pulp also if you do not have the tamarind paste. And we are going to use the asafoetida powder, which also gives a very good flavor for sambar. So asafoetida powder, which is available in Indian store, which we will use at the end of garnishing. Just put this and it gives a very good flavor. And salt to taste, and some cilantro, chopped cilantro for garnishing. So let's chop the vegetables now. I have carrots here. I'm going to peel and chop it. So just peel it. You don't have to be big, just peel it, and we can chop it later. So I'm just going to peel it now. So let's peel the chayote now, or the chow chow. So I'm going to peel the potato. I've taken one potato. If you want, you can take one or two potato, doesn't matter, red potato, white potato. So I've taken one big onion here. You can take red onions, white or yellow onions. So just take out the skin. So now that we have peeled the carrots and the potato and the chayote and the onions, we can start chopping the vegetables. We have taken one green pepper. So you just chop it, take out the seed part. And we can cut the vegetables into cubes. That's what I'm going to do here. And this, cut it into longer pieces like this, and then into cubes, whatever size you want. There is no particular size or shape for this. Let's cut the tomato. You can keep the seeds, doesn't matter. So just cut them into cubes again. And if you do not have a fresh tomato, if you have canned tomatoes, that's also fine. You can take like half a can of tomato, or depending on how sour you want your sambar to be, or half a cup of tomato, canned tomato also you can use. Let's cut the potatoes here, and also you can cut into cubes. Let's cut the carrots and put it here. When it comes to the end of the carrot, if you want, you can make it into half, because they're bigger pieces. You can cut it into half and then chop them. Now let's cut the chayote or the chow chow. I have peeled them and washed them, because after you peel, you feel kind of a little slippery. So I have washed them also after peeling. Now you will get a seed inside. I'm just going to cut through the seed and take out the seed like that. So this is how you have to be very careful if you're using it for the first time. Just take out the seed part and cut this into half so that you can have cube size. So this is the size that I usually cut into. So our chayote is ready. It's going to be a really delicious sambar with all these vegetables. It's a very healthy dish because you have the lentils for all the protein and all the fiber from the vegetables. And lastly, we have the onions. Onions also, like I said, you can cut into any particular shape that you want. That's nothing, it has to be like this. So that's all the vegetables that we are going to add it to our sambar. Like I said, you can use any vegetables that you have, but we have used all this today. I'm going to use a pressure cooker, which makes it faster to cook. So that's why I'm using it. Now we're going to add the lentils at the bottom. I've drained the water, so I'm going to add the lentils and then all the vegetables that we have chopped. And then I've taken here 4 cups of water. I'm going to pour first, and then if we need, we can add it later. Now I'm going to add in all the spices, the turmeric powder, 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1.5 teaspoon of chili powder that I've used. Depending on your taste, you can use it, and a few curry leaves. I'm going to just crush it and put it, and we are going to put some salt. Don't put too much salt now, because a little bit of that we will taste it, and put it a little bit of asafoetida powder, like maybe 1/4 teaspoon of. So just mix it a little bit, and then we'll close the cooker now. So I'm going to put the cooker, switch on the flame on high flame. First we're going to use, we have mixed all the spices and the salt, and then I'm going to close the cooker, and the flame is on high. We are going to cook this till the steam is going to come out of the cooker, and then I'm going to, once the steam comes out, I'm going to put the weight, and then we will cook for 2 or 3 whistles. We will cook for 3 whistles, and then we will switch off the stove. So once the steam comes, we will put the weight. While we are waiting for the steam to come out of the cooker, I'm going to dry roast the ingredients that I told you for the sambar powder, which is going to give the sambar flavor to the dish. So we have 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of coriander seeds, and 1/4 teaspoon of fenugreek seeds, and few curry leaves. And I have a pan here, small vessel, a pan. I'm going to switch on the flame, and it's going to be on medium heat because we don't want to burn the seeds. So I'm just going to keep it on medium flame, and I'm just going to dry roast the coriander seeds first. So I've been roasting this coriander seeds for like almost 50 seconds. I can get a very good smell of the coriander seeds. So now I'm going to add the fenugreek seeds that I have. Roast for a couple of minutes. Make sure your flame is on the medium to low. Then after a few seconds, I'm going to put in the curry leaves also, and we will just roast it for a few more seconds, and then we will grind this. So I've been roasting this for a few, like almost 2 minutes, all of this together, coriander seeds, fenugreek. Now I can get a good smell, good flavor, and I can see the fenugreeks have become brown, and the curry leaves have also been roasted. So now we will switch off the flame, and we'll wait for this to cool down, and then we will grind this in a grinder. Okay, so it has been cooling for a few minutes. Now I have put this in a grinder, the small jar. So now I'm going to grind this into a fine powder. Just stir in between and grind it again. So we have ground this into a coarse powder, sorry. It's not very fine, but it's a coarse paste. So we will keep it ready. Meanwhile, we are going to put the weight. Once the steam comes, we'll put the weight for the cooker. So now the steam is coming, so you're going to put this weight, and we will wait for 1 whistle on high flame. So once the 1 whistle comes out, we will reduce it into medium and go for 2 more whistles. So after 1 whistle, we are going to reduce the flame to medium and then go for 2 more whistles. So let's wait for 1 whistle. So we are going to reduce the flame to medium, and we are going to wait for 2 more whistles. There's the second whistle going to come. Let's wait for the second whistle. It's almost there. So after the second, we'll wait for 1 more whistle, the third whistle, and then we will switch off the flame. Whistle that we have, and then we'll wait for 1 more whistle, and then we will switch off the flame. The third whistle is about to come, and we will switch off after this third whistle. We have all the 3 whistles. Now I'm going to switch off the flame, and we'll wait for few minutes till all the pressure is gone, because if you try to open this now, it will be still, the pressure is there, the steam. So we will wait for at least 10 to 15 minutes so that the pressure settles down on its own, and then we will open the cooker. Please don't try to open and forcefully open the cooker, because it's really dangerous. So just wait for the pressure to settle down, and then we will open the cooker, and then we will do the rest of the stuff. So the pressure is almost gone. It has been around 15 minutes. So now that the pressure is gone, we are going to open the cooker. And I'm going to switch on the flame on high again. So then it starts boiling again. So we'll mix this. The lentils have cooked and the vegetables are also cooked. Now we're going to add half a teaspoon of tamarind paste. I'm just going to take it and mix it with the sambar. Mix it with hot water. It will get mixed well. Since I'm using the paste, I don't want to mix it with water. But if you have soaked the tamarind in hot water, you can take the pulp and add it now. Maybe I'll add a little more. Added almost half a teaspoon of tamarind paste. If you want, you can add more after you taste it. Now we will add the sambar powder that we have made by grinding the ingredients, all the spices. Going to add that. It's a very nice aroma, which is the main flavor for the sambar, which gives the main flavor for the sambar. We're just going to mix it again. I wish you were here to really get this flavor of sambar. You can really smell it. I've added a little bit of water here and just mix it really well so I get all the powder from the mixer. Just going to mix it and add a little more salt. I feel I need a little more salt in it. So it starts boiling now. After we add the sambar powder, we want the sambar to boil for at least 5 minutes so that all the flavors get mixed in. And then we will put a half a teaspoon of asafoetida, a little bit. If you can reduce this, if you don't like that flavor too much, if it is very strong for you, you can reduce it and just add it according to your taste and just give it a mix. It has been boiling for 5 minutes now. Let's scrape all the sides. And this is the consistency that we like. If you want a little more water, you can add it and make it more watery. But I think 4 cups that we added before, we didn't add any other water or any other liquid later on. We did not add, so 4 cups was more than enough. So that is the consistency of the sambar, and it has been boiling for a few minutes. Now we are going to switch off the flame and put the seasoning into the sambar. So let's do the seasoning now. Okay, we have a small pan here for seasoning. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. You can use any oil, vegetable oil or sesame oil, or I like to use coconut oil, but it adds a flavor to it. And once the oil is hot, we are going to add the mustard seeds. The oil is hot, so I'm going to add the mustard seeds. Once it splutters, we will add the dry chili and the curry leaves. I've reduced the flame. It has started spluttering. So once it splutters, we will add the dry chili and the curry leaves. Mix it a little bit, and we will add this to the sambar. Pour a little bit into this and mix it, and then pour it so that we will get flavor. And then we are going to pour it in a serving bowl. Usually I like to cover it for a few minutes so that the smell and the flavor of the seasoning just gets combined with the sambar. By the time we will just take a bowl for serving. We are done with the sambar, and I'm going to just pour into this and serving bowl and garnish it with the cilantro leaves that we have. I have this chopped cilantro here for garnishing. It also gives a very good flavor to the sambar. Fresh cilantro leaves or coriander leaves just for garnishing. So our sambar is ready. I've just garnished with cilantro. So it's ready to serve with rice or with idli or dosa for breakfast. Thank you for watching this video of making sambar. I hope you liked it. I want you to make it at your home and enjoy with your family, and let us know about your comments. Please like us on Facebook and subscribe to Flavors of Food. Thank you.